Now, there have been conspiracies about cloning for a long time. I mean, we know that cloning exists because we've seen them remake that sheep. I remember learning about that when I was in school. But we've also heard conspiracies that celebrities like Taylor Swift are cloned, or possibly Jennifer Lawrence, and they are part of a longer dynasty. I'm not going to dive into all of those details today, but I do want to talk a little bit about celebrity cloning and the possibility that Kanye West and Britney Spears could be clones. I want to first say that I'm not here sitting as a conspiracy theorist. I'm not telling you to believe this. I'm telling you, as someone who comments on pop culture, you guys keep asking for this video. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and dive into it. And actually, as I started to do some research, I found some really interesting things, especially because it's not just you guys asking for this video. This has been a question for some time, and there's some rumors surrounding it. We're going to be talking about all the evidence that these celebrities could possibly be cloned and why. What is the purpose of doing this? Now, conspiracy theorist Kristen Cavallari wholeheartedly believes that Kanye and Britney have been cloned. She describes herself as a conspiracy theorist. The Hills alum made a sensational admission in an episode of the Let's Be Honest podcast. Now, I've also talked about the possibility of Kanye being cloned before, and it really comes down to some imagery. I mean, you see some old pictures of Kanye, then you see him nowadays, and honestly, I can't help but to look at those teeth. Can we put a picture of those teeth on the screen? Those metal shark teeth, I can't get over it. But these celebrities look different, and is it age? Is it not? I mean, Britney's teeth, they've completely separated, they've gone away. But Kristen claims that secret societies such as the Illuminati and the Cabal did not like that Kanye used to call out a lot of people publicly. She said, if I go away and I come back and I look different, that's not me. What the F happened? He was gone. He was gone. Remember, he fell off the face of the earth for a while? Well, look at him now compared to old photos. He's not the same person. Of course, that prompted her to speak about Britney Spears, which this has been a long time conspiracy. The conservatorship that Britney Spears was in, that did not help either. I mean, because she was locked away.
I wholeheartedly believe what I'm about to say. I think there are clones. Okay. And I think Kanye is a clone. And I'm going to tell you why. Remember, he was really talking a lot. He was really saying too much. The Cabal didn't like that, you know? The Illuminati, the Cabal, they did not like how much he was saying. He was calling a lot of people out. And he said, if I go away and I come back and I look different, that is not me. What the happened? He was gone.
Remember that episode of Black Mirror on Netflix where Ashley O, which was played by Miley Cyrus, was hooked onto a machine, and it kind of felt like reminiscent of Britney. Like they could be just locking her up and using AI to generate her voice and to make new music. Kristen does bring up a valid point. So let's go ahead and go back through the timeline and talk about where she got this information from. Now, in 2022, Kanye goes off on his rants, and this was a really bad time for Kanye. Holy crap, I feel like sometimes in pop culture we don't ever forget, but damn, when you are reminded. He was wearing this White Lives Matter shirt. It was when he was in his Nazi era, which is not cool. He also doubled down on his comments on Instagram and on Twitter to post some really nasty things about the Jewish community. This actually led to severed ties with big brands like The Gap, Balenciaga, and more. He already had so many issues with Adidas, so that was out the door. Now, I don't know why Kanye was so hateful or angry at this time. This is, again, October 2022. I want to really keep us on the timeline. Maybe it's like my dyslexia or whatever. Then moving into late 2022, since early December 2022, Kanye has been out of the spotlight, which, judging by his recent behavior, does seem a little out of character. Speculation about Kanye's whereabouts have been the subject of much chatter on social media after his former business manager said the rapper was nowhere to be found. I actually remember when we were talking about this, a big part of it were the mounds of lawsuits Kanye was getting against himself. He had lawyers who wanted fees. He had several lawsuits with Adidas and other companies. So I think he kind of went missing right when these lawsuits were really picking up, which is what I kind of thought on my end. Like, if you want to say the reporter end of it all, that's kind of what I thought was going on here. But the cloning, it's a conspiracy, huh? Because in early 2023, he's found. The headline reads, Kanye West pictured for the first time in weeks after former business manager said he was missing. A jump scare. Could we get a zoom in on that picture to the right? Yeah, look, he looks a little bit different. Kanye looks unrecognizable with a big smile, full beard, and meggings, which were his men leggings. Please stop. You know, I'm all for a cute, comfy fit, but that is just not it. Kanye had no hair on his head, a massive beard, and a big smile on his face. He wore a gray t-shirt, red stripes across his chest, and an emblem on one side. Oh God, what is that emblem? I have to say, it was a weird time to see Kanye out and about and so happy. He had so many dark moments prior, and I'm like so bad with faces sometimes. Like, I will not recognize someone. Like, shoot, sometimes I won't even recognize myself. I'm like, damn, like, oh my God, I need to go brush my hair or something, you know, get a tan. But I can see a difference with Kanye, kind of like I can see some differences with Britney too. And again, I'm not saying I fully believe this, but you know, I like a good story, don't we all? That's why we're here. Shout out to all you guys, all you million subscribers out here. But we love a good story. So when I do see these old videos of Kanye, I must admit, yeah, he looks a little bit different.
If I ever went anywhere, we know why.
Categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? That I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Now in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control trauma. They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Now, during Kanye's resurgence, we got a new photo of him. This headline from April 2023 reads, Kanye drops new picture and people are wondering if he's okay. He doesn't look happy. Cameron Taylor wrote on Instagram, yeah, he looks different, sounds different, does things differently. Kanye is dead when he was gone for a few weeks ago. This guy is taller, wider, his nose is different, his face shape is different.
God is the only, the real, not the phony. The phony will clone me. Just watch how they cloned me.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and talk about someone else's body and be like, boom, boom, bang, like, this is what's up and this is what's different. I'm just going to go to the source material and read off to you guys what they're saying Kanye has, I'm not going to say gone through because this isn't a plastic surgery video. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. We love Lauryn Hill. But this is more of like a what's different between them. Like, spot the difference between these two images vibes. Our expert, Kristen Cavallari, noted that Kanye did gain weight, but his changes are too different to be due to weight gain. Some fans have noted that Kanye appears taller than before, seemingly growing from his previous height of 5'8" to being taller than his wife Bianca, who is 5'8" even when she wears heels. During his first reappearance, people noted that Kanye's build was extremely wide, that he was giving, I guess, big back energy is what they would say. Some noted that he has smaller features now, like a smaller nose and smaller ears. And besides the mannerisms and the speaking, some say that his tattoos have started to disappear. But again, it's just like random people just saying this. We don't have like our experts, Kristen. So there's your hot take right there.
Most notably, his new height, as he's always been 5'8", yet now appears taller than Bianca, who is also 5'8". And Bianca was wearing high heels in a picture while Kanye was wearing his flat Yeezy pods and he was still taller than her. On top of all of this, his first appearance back in the media was a completely different body build. One with extremely big shoulders, a big behind, and a larger face. A smaller nose, smaller ears, and the craziest part, once again, the lack of tattoos.
I feel like it was a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, where we did a video about Orlando Brown and what he had gone through. And he had some things to say about Kanye West. He's actually spoken on this matter, specifically cloning, and I thought this would be the perfect video to include this. Again, Orlando has his own mental health struggles, but sometimes I look at his case and I wonder if we could pull parts of it and put together a really sinister story that does exist. That's reality.
Guys actually realize like how there's a taller Kanye and a smaller Kanye, taller Kanye and a smaller. They're fighting for who's gonna be Kanye. They're fighting for who's gonna be Kanye, dude, right in front of you. And it's like, yo, bro, leave my brother alone.
So is this like a nutty professor type of situation?
It's stupid, bro. You see Kanye 6 feet tall and then you see him small. You better catch the small. Give him a hug, man, because he been through a lot to be in that body. He was just trying to eat that day. he finally got it back, and that's what the real Kanye be in a real place, chilling, eating, no security. That's Kanye.
Another person I'd like to mention is that handler, that celebrity handler we've covered before on my channel. And I have to tell you, I don't get scared posting a lot of videos. I was scared posting that video because I don't even want to get into it. But Harley, he worked very closely with Kanye West. He was the guy that Kanye said in that clip, they're going to like take away my kids and put me on drugs and put me into an institution. Harley is someone I think that is crucial to this story, because if he was part of some scientific way of cloning someone, which again, like I don't even think I can ask ChatGPT how you do that. Like, can you? Can someone be cloned like a human being?
Technically, cloning a human being is theoretically possible, but it's far from being a reality, at least with today's science. Scientists have successfully cloned animals like Dolly the sheep, which involved taking DNA from one cell and creating a copy.
He's too slow.
However, cloning a human would be far more complex,
yeah, because
both ethically and biologically.
Because won't they have to grow up quick? That's the thing I don't understand about the science. Like, if you clone it, yeah, you use the same cell, but how are you going to make it grow up quick? Which I feel like you guys are going to know the answer, which is so great, because this is why I ask. You guys can answer below, but maybe you won't. Maybe it's like a whole theoretical thing. Anyways, here's a clip of this guy, Harley.
And the area that I was interested in was how drugs and food affect muscular performance.
When you say drugs, are that like performance enhancing drugs, or are they
all kinds of drugs?
Oh, right, okay.
So working for the military, I wasn't governed by the same laws that the typical person was, so I could look at the impact of certain drugs that are not everyday things. So we looked at a drug called modafinil, which was for narcoleptics. So if you give a soldier this drug, how long could they stay awake for without having any health detriment?
Now, something about him gives me the creeps, but I do want to talk about how this conspiracy led to some talk about Britney. You guys know we love Britney Spears, and this article reads, a conspiracy theory that Britney Spears has gone missing has continued to spread on social media. Similar rumors are going around about Kanye. Over the past several weeks, fans speculated that she has not been in control of her Instagram account, with some suggesting that videos and images of the star have been edited, and this is pretty true. I mean, granted, this article was written like before, you know, the conservatorship ended and things like this. One TikTok user claimed that Britney was dancing in front of a green screen, while others said that those around her have edited her voice into videos to give the impression that she is there. This comes as Kanye, who legally changed his name to Ye, has fallen notably silent following months of controversy when he made a string of anti-Semitic comments. Maybe he's in his cloning era. Here's a TikToker explaining how AI could be used in some of Britney's content.
Is this video on Britney Spears' social media actually a different person pretending to be her? We came across multiple different theories, including that this is a green screen background, even though Britney has taken multiple videos of this spot for years, and you can clearly see the background changes. Then there's this one.
Somebody's been using a filter to look like her, and I'm about to prove it.
Which is weird since, as she points out,
this is a blue-eyed person.
And Britney is not. This also is how TikTok filters can work, but I wanted to check it for myself. So I grabbed the video this theory is based on and compared it to Britney's original reel. They line up perfectly, except this one doesn't have that different eyes thing. The quality of their video is better than mine, which is maybe why you can't see it. I tried out different ways to get better quality until I began wondering if this quality is actually too good. I started testing out filters until I came across TikTok comments suggesting Rimini, an AI photo and video enhancer. I grabbed my own account, put in Britney's original video, and sure enough, these different eyes appear. So yes, there is a filter here, but it's not evidence of a fake Britney.
One name I did not expect to see in this video was Jeffree Star's. At the time, Jeffree Star put out a tweet writing about the Hollywood elite, writing in 2020, I was going to expose everything. In a matter of days, the Hollywood elite tried to ruin my career, villainize me, and flooded the news with lies to discredit me. If you guys only knew the truth about what they're doing to Britney and Kanye. And even though this message came from Jeffree Star, a lot of people took it in and reacted. This person wrote, this new person is not the real Britney. Britney can dance. Britney doesn't have dead eyes. Britney doesn't have spaces in between her teeth. Britney never acted like this weird clone with no personality. She was beautiful and a vibrant artist, which I can understand their sentiment, but I do want to note that Britney also may not keep her retainer in her mouth, and maybe her teeth moved. I mean, I've actually never worn a retainer, so thankfully my teeth haven't moved a lot, I don't think. Knock on wood. But yeah, I don't like a retainer. Not a fan of a retainer. This person commented, Britney wouldn't act like this. It's a frame job to make her look crazy. Another person added, her a lot of celebrities were killed and replaced with lookalikes, ones that didn't comply with their owners. Now, a lot of people noted that when it comes to Britney, it seems like her face may have changed, her body and overall appearance, and maybe some like subtle behavioral changes. People get older. Wake up call. Like, I'm not gonna look like this every day either. Like, I'm about to turn 30. Oh Lord, I'm gonna be 30 years old. But you know, people change and their bodies change. But behaviorally, I could see her having changes because of the drugging, the lithium, and because of the immense amount of trauma. Though I do think the looks ones, I think that kind of hurts. Especially imagine being her and you're assuming, oh, it's a clone because she doesn't look as good as she used to. She's been put on heavy substances and put into clinics for long periods of time and super unhappy, which puts a big toll on you. Though it doesn't help these theories when we notice that Britney has some tattoos, like this one on her back, that seems to have disappeared. This person tweeted a similar sentiment to my thoughts. Britney Spears isn't missing, she's just traumatized. She's had a chaotic social media career. Remember, she went through the conservatorship. She did not have control. CrowdSurf was running her page, and then she got out of her conservatorship, then got married, then got divorced, and now who knows what's going on. We need an update video. Kanye West did mention this idea of being cloned, and I do want to say one of my favorite Britney songs is actually titled Mona Lisa. I've been listening to the song forever, and I don't know if it was ever like officially put on an album. It was kind of created during the time that she had her television show with Kevin Federline called Britney and Kevin Chaotic. Anyways, in this song, she writes about being cloned, which is kind of creepy now that we're talking about this much later on. The song is titled Mona Lisa, and it's by Britney Spears. It writes, she's the original, she's unforgettable. She wanted you to know she's been cloned. It's kind of incredible. She's so unpredictable. She wanted you to know she's been cloned, she's been cloned, she's been cloned. So it's kind of a freaky warning if you hear now that she had been cloned. And again, I don't know how cloning works, but if they have to like grow up, like what if she put this song out in like 2013, or she created it in like 2013, and then they had her clone born then, but then the clone would be 10 years old. See, make it make sense. How does the clone grow up? I would think it's more of a situation where like they just try to make someone look like the other person and then replace them. But yeah, the cloning part, yeah. Aw, but does it make you think about your pets, guys? Don't you just wish you could do a little clone of your pet? But then I feel like it sounds sweet, but then that's when God kicks in and you're like, oh, hell no. This is not my sweet bunny dog that I had before. Like, this is now some, misbehaving dog peeing everywhere. It's not the same thing. Same cells, but there's something to the soul of the being, and maybe that's what has been kind of shifted in both of these people. I don't know.
I died. I didn't die, people. I didn't die. I'm here. I'm alive. Yeah, I'm very much alive and well, and I've got my fur here. See, I'm feeling myself. Yeah, feeling myself. Okay, this is great. I'm here. I'm happy and I'm well, and that's it. That's it. Liberty skip. That's it.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and open this letter from the Hoffman family. It looks like they're in Kansas, Missouri. Okay, sorry. I always get confused that there's like a Kansas City, Kansas and Missouri. But let's go ahead and see what is in here. You guys don't have a P.O. box, and I love when you guys send me mail. It's so sweet. I feel like I get to connect with you guys. Oh, it's a baby shower invite. Oh, that's so sweet. It's already passed, which I'm so sorry. I hope you had an amazing baby shower. I get invited to so many weddings and baby showers, and I want to show up to a wedding sometime. I just officiated my little sister's wedding. Imagine if I started doing weddings. I was thinking about doing a cameo, but that just seems overplayed. But some people keep asking me for like photographs or signed things or a video, and I'm like, oh, cameo would be a way to do it. Dear Sloan, thank you for the work you've done exposing the wrong in this world. I found your channel back in 2020 when I really needed hope. I am legally blind and experience discrimination nearly every day. Oh, hell no. I better not see any of that going down. For a long time, I thought people just do not care about others until I saw your platform trying to protest Britney, Alexa, child stars, Diddy, countless victims, and many others. If you ever want to expose the disability system, please reach out to me. You have no idea how deep the rabbit hole is. On a happier note, I'm expecting a baby boy on Christmas. A Christmas miracle. If you find yourself in Kansas City, I'd be honored if you can come to our baby shower or even go to dinner or grab coffee. Sending my best wishes to you and your family. Oh, thank you so much, Savannah. Maybe Sabi is how you do your nickname. But that is so beautiful, and your letter's like touching, makes me want to cry. Congratulations to your baby going to be in a home of love, and what a Christmas miracle. Early Christmas. I don't know if you're Christian, but you said Christmas, so maybe, I don't know. I'm not trying to be whatever. I'm just saying it's a miracle. Any baby is a miracle. But thank you for being here with me, and I'm so glad I could be there for you sometimes. And that's really, it makes me like nervous because I feel like giddy because it's like, oh, me. You chose me. Okay. Anyways, I just feel so grateful and honored every time. And opening up the meal and things like this just remind me that I'm not just sitting here alone in my room. I've got a bunch of people like you guys I'm connecting with every day. So I'm grateful. I'll see you guys in a new one soon. Check me out on Instagram too. Watch me with the shameless plug. I'm trying to get to 100K by the end of the year. I probably won't, but I am just going to try. I'm going to keep putting in my work on my reels and stuff. So I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.